Hi guys, I just want to give you an update regarding the current situation here in the airport. The Bureau of Immigration announced the expansion of entry-level restriction starting midnight of January 3, 2021. Foreign passengers coming from the United States of America have been included in the list of those restricted entry in the country. So the USA adds to the list of 21 countries with temporary travel restriction imposed due to the reported new strain of COVID-19 that has plagued the United Kingdom. However, aliens from the US who are eligible for entry that arrived prior to January 3 will be allowed to enter but will be referred to the one-stop shop for an absolute facility based 14-day quarantine period. So it's back to where it was before. If you're coming from countries infected by the new strain of COVID-19, you have to undergo a 14-day quarantine. Filipinos who will be arriving from said regions will be allowed to enter, but will likewise be referred for a strict 14-day quarantine. Usually, guys, the quarantine will be in Clark. This week, the quarantine is in Clark, but I don't know in the coming days. So, upon arrival, you will be separated from the group. If you're coming from the countries who have been infected with the new strain, you will be separated from the rest of the group, and then you will be taken to Clark for a 14-day quarantine. So I have videos in this channel about the situations in Clark. I'm not sure if it already changed, but I hope it already changed. But I'm not sure if you have to book a hotel or you're going to undergo a 14-day quarantine to a government facility. But the quarantine in Clark is a little bit higher, or it's more expensive than the quarantine in Metro Manila. By the way, passengers who are merely transiting through any of the countries covered by the ban will be allowed entry provided that they stayed in the airport for the whole time. Okay, and we're not cleared for entry in the covered country by its immigration authorities. Now, for the aliens with connecting flights and merely had a layover in the 21 countries, may now be allowed to enter if eligible for entry. But if they left the airport or were cleared for arrival in the 21 countries, then they are prohibited from entering the Philippines. And those who travel to the 21 countries 14 days prior to their arrival in the Philippines will also be disallowed entry. Now guys, in the comment section and in the description, I have link for my videos of the countries that are currently banned from entering the Philippines, and I also have other videos related to Clark Airport, just in case you will be having a 14-day quarantine in Clark Airport. And also I have other videos regarding the situation in Clark about the registration and the forms to be filled up. And this channel, I always update every month regarding the situation, the prices of swab test, the prices of accommodation, and just the number of quarantine days or the number of days before you receive the result for the swab test. Now, if you are tested negative for the second strain, there is a chance that you will only undergo a home quarantine. So this is all for today, guys. This is an update, and this is just a temporary travel restriction. It will be effective from today until January 15 or until further notice.